Hey, welcome back to another season of Fishing is My Summer Job. This video here is going to be the first part of my trip to Louisiana. Fished Grand Isle again, had a blast. If you are looking for a place, I've always been there in March or April. This trip was like the last 2.5 weeks of April. It was great fishing. I did a lot of surf fishing. If you're looking for a place to stay, Grand Isle State Park, awesome place. You know, they're fixing it up. I got to use my cast net. I caught a lot of bait in that. It's not as easy as it looks in the videos, but a little practice is not too bad. Like I say, I started off the first probably 2.5 days and just fished 100 yards from my campsite. Just walked up over the dune, sat up on the beach, looked around, played around fishing around the rock jetties, and I caught a lot of hardhead cats, which people don't like in Louisiana, but they're fun to catch. I got quite a few redfish right on the beach, right in front of where I was staying, and I also got some black drum.
All right, I just got here. This line was out for 2 minutes, and that one's bouncing right now, so it's going to be a good night. All right, I just got my first black drum. I'm gonna set this here. And come around and give you a little, I'm gonna back up a little bit. Hold on, do my light. I think you can see it. It's a pretty good sized fish. Not sure how big it is. That ran me all over the place. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to get it back in the water and then go from there. At the same time I was fighting this one, I had another rod go. I didn't land that one. He broke my leader. Maybe it was a shark. I don't know. Curious how much he weighs. £22. I'm gonna get him back.
Yeah, along with the incredible fishing was some really nice bird watching. That was a flock of spoonbills. I think there were a couple flamingos mixed in. Here are some white, I think they're egrets. I'm not sure the exact species. Saw tons of birds. I'm going to kind of mix that into the videos.
Oh, Louisiana. I'm not sure what that is. I think it might be a portable drilling rig or something they're going to take out. I haven't seen dolphins, but I could see this thing.
All right, so I'm fishing in and around these rock jetties that are in front of the beach and a lot of the island at Grand Island. I tried to find spots where the waves would lay down, which meant it's a little deeper there. I got a slot redfish right off the bat, which was awesome. I'm going to eat that. I'll show you pictures in a minute. There's a bigger redfish. That one was outside of the slot. And this one was 40.5 inches. my second biggest red for the trip. There's some blackened redfish and some Cajun taters, great meal. And I went and broke down and got a net to catch crabs.
Bait for tomorrow. Let's see if we can get some black drum or some bigger reds to hit some crabs along with the mullet. Got a few left from today. I tried videoing doing this, didn't turn out very good because they get spooky, you put too much light there, but here we go. We got a nice mess of crab for the morning.
All right, as you watch the next few clips, you're going to notice a few things. First of all, it's super windy. It was super windy almost my entire trip. Number two, if you look really close, the water is really dark. There's like an algae that blew in, and it would go out just beyond the jetties. Made it really tough for fishing. I still caught fish. I just didn't catch as many when that stuff blew in. And it really caused me, there's another short red. It caused me really to rethink about where I was going to fish next. And so I decided I was going to go down and check out
All right, here's where I'm fishing tonight. There's the beach going that way. There's my rod. You can see some oil rigs out there in the Gulf. I did a little walking. Here's my second rod. And there's the beach going that way. I'm feeling a little crowded down here in Louisiana.
Now the black stuff was still there, but I did get a nice redfish. I think that one was like 38 inches and a beautiful sunset. And then I went back in the morning. Now overnight what had happened is the algae had blown in, and it was like 20 or 30 yards out, and then it was a clearing zone. And what I found right off the bat, is the fish were right on the edge of that clearing zone. Kind of like what we get up in the Saginaw Bay, where you get clean water and dirty water mix, and the predators will sit right in that. I had an incredible morning, the first morning there. Got a ton of fish. I filled the cooler up. And as I'm narrating here, you know, you're going to kind of get to watch me fight a few. I show you pictures of a few. I still have a problem with my GoPro.
That's the biggest gaff time I've ever caught. That is the biggest gaff top. That's the biggest gaff top I've ever caught. That's a monster. So we'll get it back. All right. I just caught a drum on my on fish bites of all things. It fought like a beast. I caught it on the small rod. I don't know. That might be a good one to eat. We're gonna take a look. So there's my first keeper drum. I got a big one the other night, but this one's the right size to eat. So we'll kind of see how that goes.
Yeah, to go along with the drum, I got a couple of sea trout and a few whiting, which I guess in Louisiana they call them sand mullet. Also got a few redfish. They were all too big for the slot. That one missed it by, I think that was 31 or 32 inches. They got to be, I think, 28. This fish here was like 39 inches again. They're all good. There's what it took home to clean up for supper. Part 2 is on its way. Thanks for watching this video.